All right, good day everyone. Welcome to the next video, ggplot intro. I'm going to go over a few concepts of the ggplot package. ggplot is a part of the Dataverse. We do not need library DT. Let's load the libraries, the data, highlight it all, Control Enter. So what we want to do, visualize, hopefully that's how you spell it. What we want to do is take the expected sign out model we used in that last video with intro to expected sign out. We're going to run that. Still the same. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go left join. We'll just take this. Whoops. I could do that. We're going to do that. So hopefully that should work. It's going to left join by the skill and the grade and return the EXSO, which is what I want it to return. It's actually returning reception attempts. I don't love that. So what we can do here is actually, sorry, just a side little hustle real quick. We'll do that. There we go. All right. Now, that didn't like it. Why? Because there's a comma. Go away. That should, in theory, work. Just run it. Yeah, so there we go. That's going to give me what I want now. I was just going to double check it like this. Okay. There we go. Now that's going to return what I want. And what I also want to do is, so I want to visualize by year. I have 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. I have 5 years of data here. Column. So I'm going to use mutate year equals substring date 1 through 4. All right, and that will give me year. So now I have my year column and I have my expected model joined to my main data. I'm going to group, I'm going to filter by, actually I'm going to do like this. I'm just going to make my life a little bit easier. I'll just do a little copy paste there. And we're going to call that side, whoops, that's not what I want. I want to call that side out, change that to year. I'm going to say expected side out equals mean EXSO NA.RM equals T. Let's just run that, double check it. So there we go. Now we have the expected side out by the whole league and the actual side out by the whole league for each year. If we wanted to get a bit fancier, we could actually, and I think I'm going to throw in team. So we have a bit bigger data to work with, which might be a little bit too big, but it's going to be all right, because what we're going to do, we're going to create some plots. Pretty basic. So what you're going to say is ggplot. This basically says, hey, ggplot, I'm pulling you as a tool now. I'm going to use you. Plot AES. So plot, if not specified, must be supplied in each layer added to the plot. So that is a big aspect of ggplot, is the mapping. Side out yet. I'm going to use team. I'm going to use team. And from there, you don't want to do a pipe, you want to do a plus. You can say geom call and hit enter. Control enter, and that will bring up amount of the side out. As you can see, the side out is going past 1 being 100%. So let's take year off the group, because that is kind of fouling us up in this specific circumstance. So we do that. Now you can see it's in a more favorable looking way. That's nice. What if we wanted to arrange the columns so it's highest to lowest, so it's a little bit more pleasurable visually? We can do that. We're going to go over to, and it's yelling at me again, position stack. I don't know why you're yelling at me. Probably because of that. There we go. Now we got it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error. But you can see now on the left-hand side, there's a little issue. I don't love that. You know, no one knows what that means. So there's different ways to manipulate the look of the plot. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to say labs, x equals nothing. That is not what I want. I'm not going to lie. I wanted y. And x is still there. So, and then what we can say is x equals a sat out percentage. And then you can say title, equals big 10 sat out percentage 20, was it 17 it starts? 2017 through 2019, and then 2021 through 2022, because we skipped 2020. So there, that's a bit more pleasurable. On the y-axis, you could say team. However, I don't know if it's necessary. So now from here, there's different themes in the ggplot verse, and there's also customized themes people make. It's super awesome. You can make your stuff look really great. So theme BW is what I like to use. A lot of people also like to use. Another favorite is, I believe, minimal. That is another popular one. I personally like I like to have the borders around it. That's personal preference. I like the borders, so I like BW. So let's take it a step further. Now we can also, like, if you look at the side out percentage, if you look at this side out, it is not in a percentage, and that is kind of annoying to look at. Like, I should know that. We're just going to change it to X. And look, there you go, boom, percent. But I still want it by 10. And that is called scale X. That's what I wanted. All right, there we go. So now that looks cleaner, but I still think there could be some color, right? Yeah, I think so. So what you can do, you can actually customize colors. If you wanted to get super awesome, you could customize caps. You could customize the color by the team, of the team's team color. I'm not going to do that. That takes a little too much time. And you could actually create a function that every time you use it, it would pull it up. It would be really cool, but not doing that. So in our studio, it will fill that in. And it's actually not colored because you can see that it's the outside of the column or the geom call that is colored, not the inside. So I'm going to say fill instead. And what we can also do, color equals black. It's kind of cool, huh? It's kind of nice. So now we can take things a little bit further. But in order to take things further, we have to rearrange our mapping. We have to take, so remember at the beginning, if we don't indicate the mapping, we have to indicate the mapping later on. So I'm going to do this. If I do that, it should, in theory, still work. And boom, baby, it still works. So what you can do with this, now this is where it gets kind of dope. Now you can do the same thing, add it again, but this time. This is where adding data is actually helpful as an object. Oh well, that's okay. I am going to put expected set out there. And actually, I don't know what that's going to do. I want a new color though. We'll just make it a little bit darker, something like that. Sure, why not? Sounds good. Man, that's so cool how that works. And actually, what we're going to do, the size equals, actually, wait. Width equals 0.2, 0.5. Black. Do that. Let's see what this does. This is me not researching, just kind of figuring out. That's close to what I want. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. It took a lot longer than I wanted. Obviously, I'm going to edit some of this video, so it's not so bad. But boom, baby.